Hey, it's Patrick O'Driscoll from TVG. In this interview, I sit down with Thomas from Thread the Needle that we've worked with over the last few months to help them scale through our core growth engine. We've came to him when he was actually getting a ton of momentum organically, but was ready to scale and take things to the next level. You'll hear about his experience, why he chose working with us, past agency experiences, and how we've been different from those experiences, as well as how the business has changed, going from orders here and there to now orders every single day, and he's now trying to keep up with demand. So without further ado, let's dive into today's interview. Well, we're here with Thomas, founder of Thread the Needle. Excited to dive into this client interview today. Thomas, if you don't mind just introducing yourself and then giving a little bit more about what you do over at Thread the Needle.
Yeah, so I'm the founder, CEO, owner. I kind of wear all the hats, if that makes sense. We started the company for really just to try to make ordering apparel, gear, jerseys for your team a little simpler, a little cheaper. Um, it's a hobby of mine. It's a passion. I played club hockey in college. I still play beer league right now. Now my back hurts because some guy hurt me the other night. But yeah, that's really it. Just trying to stay as close to the sport as possible is what it
Love
comes
it.
down to. Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Well, when we first spoke, a few months back, talk to me about how you guys were doing then, because I know you guys had some solid momentum. You guys had a solid customer list, but I know that you guys were looking to kind of push the envelope and start to see that growth. So talk to me about kind of where you guys were before we were working together.
Yeah, so great question. Before we were working, we really were just out of local rinks. We were out of Charleston, which is not a hot
Mhm.
market for ice hockey. And then we were out of Charlotte and a few of the rinks there and in Raleigh, and we just were kind of very localized to the Carolinas. And every once in a while, through word of mouth, we'd get one order from New York or Connecticut or whatever, and it was just kind of slowly, organically growing. We had a good customer base. That can only really take you so far, right? As you, as you know, right? It really came to the decision that we have a good product, we have a good system. Why not begin to try to get out some more eyes and kind of show what we can do since we've mastered it at this local level? And kind of partnering with you guys was the most organic step, if
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys had some
Yeah.
obviously organic momentum. You kind of owned your backyard. You have a
Yeah.
proven products and proven customers. Now you're looking to start to scale beyond what you guys were already doing. What were some of those challenges that before we were working together, like were preventing you guys from scaling? Like, was it you guys owned your backyard, but what was holding you back from reaching that next growth level?
I mean, I'm young, but I'm not tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy at all. If you talk to Alex or any of the other guys kind of on my team, they'll say I'm a boomer, so to speak, right? So that was a big thing. I'm not really good at ads or anything. I had run ads a few times. We saw a little success. I didn't really know. I knew I was kind of just throwing money in a pit, right?
Yeah.
And it was just what I was giving it, I wasn't receiving the return ends, and it kind of made me feel a little defeated. Is really what we were doing. I mean, it's that was one of my biggest challenges, which is not. I I I was kind of a greenhorn, right? I needed someone who was a pro, a team that was a pro that could help me along the path. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And
Yeah.
how did you first come across us? How did you find out about us?
I think I saw y'all on Instagram, which is
Yeah.
wild because I never use our Instagram. I only have the company Instagram. And I just was scrolling one day and I saw your face and I saw the ad that y'all had and I was like, all right, these guys seem like, approachable, they seem legit. And I did a little research and I think I sent you a contact. At that time, I had actually began working with another agency and they were terrible, and I like maybe I was working with them for like 3 weeks, a month before I had actually like connected with you, and it's
Yeah.
because I knew that these guys weren't it, right? I knew, and they had a full 100% money back guarantee or whatever, and thank God I got the money back from them because the best thing I did was drop them and come to you guys, right? So yeah, I saw you on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. And what
Yeah.
in those initial conversations, like what stood out to you? What kind of gave you the confidence to start working with us? and move away from that previous partner or look at other options?
The biggest thing, and I know it's minute to you, was when you and I had our initial, I don't know if you call it a consultation or whatever,
Yeah.
you, you seemed very, a lot like you cared about my business and its growth. And when we were talking about growth, the other company told me, hey, if you can make basketball jerseys and baseball jerseys, we should just offer it off to everyone, right?
Hmm.
And you said, I think it'd be smart if we focused on your best product and expand that and slowly and strategically work on each one so we're not putting the skis ahead of us, right?
Yeah.
And that was kind of my thought too. And that other company kind of pushed me to do the opposite. And I was like, I don't think we're totally ready for that yet. So
Yeah.
that was one of the big things with me that just it seemed like you guys cared, you had a good head on your shoulders, and you came in and our plans aligned, right?
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
big for me. Yeah,
Totally. Yeah, that's
yeah,
obviously a big thing that, because you guys came to us with some proven success, it's like, why don't we just double down on what's working and try to scale what's working before? Because this happens with any
yeah,
company, especially your company specifically has some unique elements. Obviously, you guys are doing these big orders of custom jerseys. You have to like customize it.
right.
It's not just someone adding to cart. So the more the more SKUs and more products that you guys have, the more offers, it's difficult to gain traction if you spread your focus
Yes,
across everything. And so you guys, obviously,
yes,
your personal story coming from the hockey background, stuff like that, it only seemed natural to start working on that funnel. And then once you guys truly see that proven start to work, okay, things are moving in the right direction, you guys have some extra cash or whatever you guys want to do, then let's build out the basketball funnel, let's build out the lacrosse funnel, let's build out all those different funnels. But I think that was a big thing. And obviously to get some quick momentum is, I always tell people, like, if something's working, why don't just do that thing at a higher scale, not
yeah.
just like totally shift, the strategy. So I think that was definitely
Why
aligned with what you
break it?
guys were looking for. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why break it? Like we're selling ice cream. We don't need to sell cheeseburgers too. Let's just sell ice cream, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree 100%. That was a big thing for me, and we're doing a great job scaling right now.
Yeah.
The team that you gave me, I'm blessed to have them. I love those guys. They're killer. They're patient with me. They're good dudes, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, why did so obviously, okay, you heard that we're aligned with the strategy. Like, what made you like finally pull the trigger and say, yeah, let's do this?
The big thing that made me pull the trigger was I felt like we were just in the doldrums. We were just kind of sitting and stagnant.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you can tell, I'm high energy and I'm very, I want to just go, go, go. And so the fact that we could go, 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 but have a good captain behind the helm of the ship, I felt good, right? That was the main reason why we pulled the trigger. It just made sense, right? Like
Yeah.
we just got all of our, and this is going to all be just details, it don't matter, but we just got like the material right, the sizing right. We just kind of figured out our automation on there. Like we were just kind of like, we just got it. And it just felt, if we were just kind of going locally, we weren't really going to grow. And if we were to grow, it would be 20 years
Yeah.
until we
Yeah.
really were anything. I just
Yeah.
can't wait that long. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. You guys had that sense of urgency. You guys had things organized, and you guys are ready for
Yeah.
that next step. So, that's
Right.
awesome. Tell me more about. Obviously, you mentioned the team briefly, but how has your experience been working with our team day to day?
I love it. They're great. They care. They are constantly working with me and playing that intellectual ping pong where we're coming up with ideas and figuring out better ways, not only to improve the marketing, which is fantastic, but to improve my business itself, right? Just automation, Zapier, Typeform,
Mm,
just helping making everything streamlined so that the client is making that order on my website, right? You can tell the guys care, that they're sharp, they're on top of things. That's really big for me. That it's not just like I'm paying you guys money and you're posting ads and that's it,
yeah,
right? That's all good, but it's also the fact that they're invested into me, right? They want to
yeah,
see my success, which is a great feeling. It feels a lot more like a partnership than something transactional, which is super important. So that's the
yeah.
number one thing, right? Yeah,
No, that's awesome. No, it's good to hear that from you. That is really
yeah,
our intention, because obviously, there are like ad agencies that will just come in, run your ads. You don't really talk to them, but we
Yep.
like to look at like the whole funnel because I mean the only reason why you'll keep working with us and things will move in the right direction is if we're getting results. So we really want to understand your whole process and if there's bottlenecks that's preventing us from getting success, we want to tackle those and smash through those. So I know in our when we originally kickstarted with you, I believe we did the email bill. We kind of built that stuff out. Then we transitioned to kind of the ads focus. Can you just speak to like the work we've done together, like the ads, the emails, like, and what impact that
Yeah.
has had on the business?
It's awesome. I was at the rink on Sunday, and two of the guys not on my team were just like, Thomas, we're sick of seeing your ads. Like, we know already, right? And then they're like, I bet I can't scroll Instagram without seeing one of your ads. And they scrolled, they're like, look. And I was like, they're like, it makes you look like a big company. That's what they said. They're like, it makes you look like CCM or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, good. Like, that's
Yeah.
good. So that was a huge compliment that they're like, that one, it was backhand. But like, it makes you seem like a big company. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm big at heart, right?
Yeah.
Um, so that was huge. The ads have been great. I mean, we're not big fish by any means, and I know some of your clients are
Mhm.
huge. The ad spend, right? But even what we're spending right now, the return that we're getting it's astronomical. And what's unique about this business is instead of selling like a supplement or water bottle or whatever it is, right? It's very relationship based and
Yeah.
it's very white glove and very custom. So just from the ads, we started working with one of the big conferences in the ACHA, which is the largest collegiate hockey organization in the country, right? Now we're
Nice.
sponsoring the conference. We're working with like all the teams there, right? We're beginning to make like brand deals almost.
Yeah.
So it's just it's kind of crazy how much it's helped us grow and get our identity out there. And the big thing too is because we are so small. I was talking to a school in Brooklyn that we're doing jerseys for. The guy on the phone was like, "It's insane to me. I have the CEO of this company on the phone right now."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, yeah, man. Like, I'm also designing your jerseys. Like, so what do you want, right?"
You got to be
So
like, you
like,
got to be like, oh, you got to be like, oh, such a busy day. I carved out 15 minutes just for you. We don't usually
yeah,
do this.
I played that card. I was like, I said, my wife handed me your design, and I just thought it was so cool. I wanted to do it, which was true. But it's the ads have been they're so professional, right? Because my buddy had that comment, and they're very creative, right? Because I'm sending you guys stills, like 3D mock-ups of these designs, and some are real too. But you guys are just, yeah, you guys are crushing it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
No, that's
awesome.
awesome. That's awesome. It's great to hear. And yeah, you even touched upon like kind of like, yes, we want to see, of course, the increase of like conversions and people purchasing on your site,
Right.
but also like the omni-channel thing, kind of like we call it the halo effect. So it's like you pushing ads and getting your reach out there also opens up other opportunities like that
Yeah.
big opportunity you're discussing. So it's good to hear that you guys are expanding your reach and getting even bigger partnerships and stuff in the pipeline, which is great. Can you speak to like any specific results or improvements you guys have had, since working together?
Big thing, just through the team helping me is just automation is nice. We're getting everything. So all the kind of housekeeping stuff is all automated, which was big for me. Like we had
Yeah.
the design not automated. We had a lot of the kind of manufacturing done, but just the day-to-day housekeeping stuff, that was big. But then just through jerseys, like we're not spending a lot of money on ads, right? And we're getting like this morning I woke up and we had 3 orders we got in overnight, which might not sound a lot, but when our average order is like
Yeah.
$750 in profit, that's great,
Yeah.
And we've had 5 orders in the past 2 days where if I was lucky, it would be, we'd get 6 orders in a weekend and then we wait 14 weeks and then we get like 1 or 2 every week. Now I'm waking up and I have designs to do. I have to email the clients and we're churning out invoices pretty much on a daily basis.
Yeah.
The cash flow has increased, which gives us the ability to run more ads. really kind of, I feel like right now we're having a major snowball effect.
Yeah.
Um, it's just, I wake up and I'm like, I'm overwhelmed with how much like good work I have to do, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's been phenomenal,
No,
phenomenal
that's
to be
awesome.
working.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So you guys kind of gone from like on the organic side, like it's kind of feast or famine, like you have some opportunities. Now you're
Yeah,
feeling like there's consistent purchases coming through.
there's so many purchases. There's a lot of orders. Uh like I don't even know. I had to run out and I had stuff all day today I had to do. Um that's why I'm in the car because it never stops. Being a small business owner, it never stops.
Yeah.
But I haven't even had. We had three that last night. I went to hockey last night. I played. We got one while I was playing hockey, and then this morning there were three more. Right,
Yeah.
so that's that's insane. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
that's important to it's important to add for your company. You guys are basically, just to add more context. We are selling like kind of like wholesale custom jerseys. So these are higher ticket orders, like a one order, two
yeah,
orders, three orders a day. We're not, people aren't
yeah.
buying $50 supplements from you. These are bigger
No.
opportunities. And obviously
Yeah.
there's a custom element that then it's work on your guys' plates. Like, okay, we got to produce these and
Right.
create these designs. So just want to
Yeah.
add that context, because
A hundred percent.
this is big opportunity to have, two, three orders a day, ton of work for you guys, then also some good
Right.
cash coming
We'll
in for the business.
we'll spend anywhere between some orders very simple. It's 2 hours of work. The client
Yeah.
has a great vision. I'm able to knock it out. We connect. Some orders, I mean, it'll take me a week and a half of going back and forth on the design. We just got one order. It's going to be roughly around $6,500 once it's said and done. That took me 4 hours of design work, right?
Yeah.
Um, the each ticket, I mean, it varies anywhere from I say roughly $1,200 to six, seven, eight, nine, 10, depending on the size of the organization, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's big. Actually, we got one. We're getting in Chicago, not only their one team, but we're getting the entire organization, and it's just
Wow.
one jersey and socks, and it's going to be close to like $7,500
Yeah. Yeah.
for one
That's
ticket,
huge.
right? So it's yeah, it's nice. There's a lot of labor of love that goes into them, and there's a lot of time, but it's yeah, the tickets are it's a lot of work, but it's fun. That's
Yeah.
the
No,
fun part of the job. Yeah,
that's also cool too, is like it seems like if you can get in with like one team, then maybe sometime the whole league wants it, or like the word of mouth spreads, and then you can get bigger and bigger
yeah.
opportunities, which is sick.
It it
Cool.
becomes it becomes like mailbox money almost because if you have a good product and you're able to really, really, really execute well, and they enjoy the product when they receive it, then when they're looking at, okay, next season we need to get new jerseys for the girls team. Oh,
Right.
well, these guys had such a great experience. Let's order from them, right?
Yeah.
And you can get a real major customer loyalty, which is really what
Yeah.
we try to strive for. Yeah,
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 absolutely. And year
yeah,
over year, that's going to continue to stack. You'll have your customers that come back, and there
right.
is obviously things take time to scale, but you guys are stacking that momentum, right, which is awesome. Man, we're heading into the hockey season too, obviously, which I'm sure
Yes,
you're getting
we
some
are.
momentum on that side. So
Yeah.
cool. Well, what would you say to someone who's, maybe was similar to you in your shoes, who's considering working with us?
Just yeah, do it. I guess come with a plan, trust the guys, trust the team, have the correct vision in mind, and execute on it. Like it's once you realize how legit TVG is, it's a no brainer. Like you guys are, I've got full faith. So it was the best decision I've made as a business owner besides opening up the doors, right? Was working with you guys. So like that's my glowing review. So I'm thoroughly impressed. I just make sure you have the vision and the execution and the drive because it
Yeah.
is not hands off, right?
Yeah.
It's not you guys are not a hands off team. It's a lot of collaborations, a lot of work together, right? So just
Yeah.
make sure you have that mentality behind you before you do it. But yeah,
Yeah. No,
that's what I would say.
yeah, no, that's a great point. Right. All of our
Yeah,
best results, all of our best clients, it is deeply a collaborative approach. We need, obviously,
yeah,
as good as marketers we can be, we also need a great product. We need great operators to work alongside. And that's why I think we've been able to get that success for you guys, and we'll continue to build that
Yeah,
momentum. So
appreciate
it sounds like you would recommend our team to other brands.
it. Yeah, yeah, I would recommend y'all to other brands. There's no doubt in my mind.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's yeah, 100%,
No, I appreciate it.
100%.
Well, awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome. This has been great, Thomas. I really appreciate your
yeah. Thank
time
you.
today. And
No
we're excited
worries.
to keep moving.
Yeah, hell
Awesome.
yeah, to the top. Let's go. Thank you.